That's my secret. I'm always needing to poo.
That's why it's so fast.
Yeah.
It's just always in flux.
Yeah, you poo so fast.
You know what it is? I eat a lot of veggies, and then I've got it recording because.
He also shames his butt.
No,
Just
I
like how
also.
Kayla
It's
shames.
also
shame your
training. I just train my body to be like, hey, you gotta poo now. I'm like, okay, and then I go and I do it. Like,
I tried training my body with butt plugs. That went horribly.
I like trains.
I like trains.
Okay, I'll go.
This
No,
is weird
come
that
play.
I can't hear myself.
Do you want to hear it?
No,
Like,
I don't.
No,
I
come
don't.
on.
No, I don't want it.
Why not?
Because
I want
then
to do
I
it.
have to pay
I'm
attention
doing
to
it.
it. No, don't.
I'm
even-
doing it. I am the commander. Oh no.
It's weird, isn't it? Jesus Christ.
Give me this.
Today.
I got something for you guys.
Oh my god. Is
I
it the
don't.
Astro?
Oh yes.
It's Astroglide jelly.
Okay, so it comes in a freezer. So wait, do they just leave
Ew,
it?
what?
No, so it doesn't actually need to be frozen.
No.
But okay, space
we-
is really cold, so why don't they just hang it outside the spaceship? Like they hang it outside the airlock to keep it cool.
So the weird thing is,
If I touch it, will it burn me like nitrous?
no, if you put it in your mouth, it's not actually that cold. Even though it's been in the freezer for like a day and a half.
I don't want to bite it.
Just let it melt in your mouth.
I
Did
want.
did anybody say what I just fed you guys?
It's supposed to be astronaut ice cream.
It's acid.
It's astronaut ice cream.
It tastes like the nougat of a crunchy bar. Like
It's
that
Neapolitan.
sponge.
It's Neapolitan.
No, that sponge
It has
toffee?
the texture of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, crunch.
I'm
I
uncomfortable
don't want
with
to
it.
crunch. I crunched once and it hurt. I have really sensitive teeth to like vibration. Take this out of my hand. I'm afraid of it.
Really good, but I'm also really uncomfortable with what just happened in my mouth.
It's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It gets creamy.
Yeah, that was
It's
the
like-
part that really threw me
It's like
off.
freeze dried, and there's literally no moisture in it. So you add moisture to it, and then it just like turns into melted ice cream.
I don't think you can call it ice cream.
But it was ice cream.
It's dry cream. It's dreams. Segway! You guys ever have a dream?
I also want to point out. I also want to point out that you're wearing a hat backwards, like a ball cap backwards.
You guys ever have a dream?
All right, '90s kid from a pop commercial.
Yeah, why don't you sit on your chair backwards, dick?
I don't think
Because
you're
you
cool
want me
enough
to be
yet.
on Access for at all this?
Actually,
I'm
that
gonna
might
quit.
keep you on axis better.
Yeah, that might
because you have to lean over it. I don't. So dreams, right? Why do we always set up segues and then just like
And
fall
then
over them?
shit on them.
I was eating freeze-dried ice cream.
It's not ice cream.
It is, though.
It's not ice cream.
Dreams.
But
dreams.
Segway round 2 with the dreaming in.
You ever
Let's
had
go.
a dream 2 times?
have you ever? Maybe I'll ask that later.
Oh, I thought you were doing your best impression of that kid.
No, I was gonna,
Yeah, so did I.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
ever
start.
have a dream? You
No, I just had this image because
could-
like
do you
I've
so
now
good you
figured
could
out
do
how
anything?
cold space is. Like, how fast would beer bottles freeze if they were just like put in an airlock tied to the other, like the inner door of the airlock, and they opened up the airlock, and then it's like, oh yeah, freeze dried beers, and then
Why
I'm like,
beer?
because people like putting their beers in snowbanks.
There's an Archer.
in snowbanks, right?
Except you did it with nitrogen.
Yeah, because you do that to keep it cold because you don't have a fridge.
Yeah, and space is cold, so they don't have a fridge on. You can't put a
I
fridge.
feel like the bottle would explode.
yeah,
No.
if they can put
I don't think it would explode.
Things-
Well, maybe because there's carbonation.
okay, they have ice cream. You just
Would
fed
would
us.
would the beer be able to make it through the atmosphere?
No, the shuttle would explode. I don't know. Is this a trick question?
No,
They get-
because it's carbonated.
I don't know. They get other things up there. I don't know if they can't get carbonated.
Is there
stuff
anything
up there.
carbonated up there?
You know what? I don't know. I'm not sure. I've never had to. We talk all about. Everyone talks about how it is to poop in a space toilet, but no one talks about whether or not they got root beer up there.
They probably don't have root beer up there.
That's bullshit.
I'm never becoming an
That's
astronaut.
bullshit.
I'm never becoming an astronaut. It's settled.
Yeah, what's life without root beer?
That and my crippling fear of the space.
crippling.
Oh man, I'm gonna be first up there. Like everything's gonna go wrong. People are gonna get like stretched out and like pooped on by space gnats.
Like,
and I'm gonna be one of those Fuck man, guys, I can't talk today.
I'm pretty sure. Do you ever read books and you find
you ever dream?
you find like that one of the characters has your last name, and so you like try and make some weird connection to your family through the book. I'm pretty sure there's a Dowd in Leviathan Wakes who's like a terrible person.
Oh,
secretly.
sweet, great.
And I'm
my
like,
dad.
I'm like, oh, it's like
totally lines up with his family.
It's that generation. Maybe that is Zach's generation, and then this takes place in the future. So that's how they see it.
Dad, I love you. Please, I don't think you're a horrible person. I also don't sell Adderall.
I've never seen a Curry in a book though.
Really?
What about Mary Curry? You ever read her biography?
Spelled differently.
Shit.
Yeah, it's true.
Fucker.
Yeah, not many
Double
people.
birds.
I don't see a lot of people spelling their name your way.
No.
They're too...
Same with my first name too.
No, I see that.
With a Y?
Yeah.
Brody with a Y?
Sheriff Brody. And then it just...
That's a last name though.
I know. I just stretch things because I like to. Stretch my arm right now.
Stretching like
Stretch
Stretch Armstrong in space going through a black hole.
Black hole of doom.
You think Stretch Armstrong would stretch more than a human? Or if a human would stretch more than a Stretch Armstrong?
Stretch Armstrong is made of magic. How do you think he stretches so much? What were you going to say?
What? I don't know what that is.
What?
Stop. Every time I say something, you just gotta go, what? Like,
I think it's a toy that's before our generation.
I grew up, I don't know, playing in parks.
No.
Well,
what the fuck is that?
It's not a video game. It's still a toy. It's an action figure.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't
He
care.
was
It's
like a
muscly
wrestler,
guy,
and you Stretch Armstrong. You pulled on his arms, and he's like, "Whoa!" and his arms stretched.
His arms do not stretch that far. It's like
Zach,
They
no one can
stretch
see
pretty
you.
far.
No one can see you motion.
it's like
It's-
this much,
like-
guys. I'm gonna vocalize it though. Let that fill your mind's eye with whatever you think that stretch sound is.
Why are you allowing this? Why are you encouraging?
I don't
that?
do it on purpose.
Why are you encouraging that?
Zach gets.
That wasn't even his best stuff.
I know, but it was still good.
I'm so tired.
Both of you are tired.
Fuck you, me too.
I know. This is why it's happening. This is why you're allowing it.
It's like the first time since I've been actually properly rested since we've done a podcast because it didn't work today.
I
At
worked.
least 2 out of 3 members of SADCOM have to be way too tired at all times.
I worked 12 hours today. You worked
9, but
9.
didn't sleep.
because you suck at sleeping.
And yeah, 9 hours, no breaks too, which is ass.
I got my typewriter out today.
Well, I didn't technically have any breaks either, except for when I was grabbing a sandwich with you.
Yeah. It was a great break. It was a great, not as good as my dreams. Please edit all of this out.
No.
No.
Do you want to actually do like a proper set? We could just drop in here. We could just be like,
Do you guys ever have dreams?
hey, do you dream much? I had some cool dreams recently.
I dream all the time. I just never remember them.
I have to read.
Bad at remembering.
I have to read before bed if I want to dream or remember my dreams. It's weird.
I could go to bed with after staring at a white wall for 3 hours, and I'll probably have one of the most surreal dreams ever. All I have is surreal dreams. I don't have normal dreams.
I think I have
My
that
dreams
same
are
tank top.
never boring. I'm trying to fucking talk about
I'm
dreams.
so sorry. That's dream it up.
God, I hate that, dude.
So
Dreaming
you
it. Just stocking it up.
Just stalking it up.
So wait, you dream in abstract, so you don't know what's going on. Is it just shapes and colors? And
No,
stuff?
it's not abstract. It's surreal.
Oh, okay.
It's like
I think everyone.
So Salvador Dali's
I cannot
there.
remember
Yeah.
the last dream I had where logic was completely like the world was completely sane. Like I
Right,
can't
yeah,
think
that's
of
fair.
that. It's usually either one big thing or very many things of you're teleporting through stuff. This
okay.
door is really big, but I can open it with my pinky from the other side of the room. Woo, 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 and it just opens the door. I've had some interesting dreams recently. I had a dream that there was a series of these guys were cool. So it's a series of aliens who have come to Earth, and I knew they were aliens somehow, but you wouldn't be able to tell because they literally just wore motorcycle helmets and leather jackets that were black, except the shoulders down halfway down their arm had their color on it. So they were all like, they came in groups of 3s. Some like, and they all had different colors. Like there were the green guys, and then there were like orange guys, and they all just looked the same, except they had colors like just down there.
Well, they didn't look the same, but you couldn't tell because they had motorcycle helmets on.
You know what, Brody? It was my dream. I can say what they looked like.
Well,
so
can you?
Sure. You know what? Dictate what goes on in my head.
I can't
Good
do
luck. They looked they were wearing a uniform. There. Is that better? They were wearing a uniform. And then I think I dropped a bus on one of them or something.
Great.
Yeah.
Were they like evil? Were fighting?
I think Blair was the evil
were
one.
You were the
Blair
evil
was
one?
invading them.
Maybe you were the alien.
I came to the conclusion that they were evil, so one got a bus dropped on it, so there's that. You guys are just staring at me.
I was going to start talking about a dream that I had the other day, but that's not fair because Blair just finished talking about his dream. We didn't get a chance to, break it down.
Is that what we're doing?
I don't know. We could.
If you want diagnosing each other, because I don't want to do this anymore.
If you want a window into psyche, I can do that. I can give you one of the craziest dreams I had recently. Oh man, I just forgot a chunk of it. But essentially,
that always happens.
Yeah.
As soon as you're about to talk about a dream, you forget all the major points.
Yeah.
And you can only remember like one point.
There was a cat.
Yeah.
It was a weird dream.
Definitely a cat. Oh man, it was weird.
Well, what I can remember is that a bunch of Victorian or Edwardian looking children.
Oh, you were talking about this one the other day.
Were running around the world. They had tiny little sharp teeth, but not like not the kind of teeth that you'd be like, oh, the base of that tooth leads to another tooth sort of thing. Like there's gum spaces sort of thing. So they're those little razor ones, and there's a lot of gum space. And and
really
they had these
description.
They had these puffed out inflamed eyes that were like bulbous, like the kind of like almost bulbous thing you see on those fish sort of thing, those really bulbous fish eyes.
Like goldfish.
Yeah, those like goldfish, but like goldfish with the big bubbly eyes sort of thing.
I think you're just describing that Tim Burton movie, Big Eyes.
No, I think you're describing Listen to My Story.
Okay.
That was based on a short poem that he wrote.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that based on a real thing? Yeah.
Maybe. He had something.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. He's got just stuff.
And then they had they couldn't open their eyes, but their eyes were like seeping pus.
Ew.
And their teeth were their bite was like contagious, or not contagious. It was just deadly, and pretty much all of the remaining members of my family had been bitten, and I got.
So did they turn into little children?
No, they would just die.
Oh.
They would just die. But before they died, there's a bit of a window, and before they died.
Wait, did you say contagious?
Sorry, I meant just deadly. I said contagious by accident.
Okay, I got confused.
Children are a pox, man. That's all I'm getting from this story.
A pox on both your houses. And then so all of my family had been bitten, but they were still within the window of they were still alive. So for some reason, I was part of some CDC task force trying to figure it out.
Oh, okay, I remember this.
Yeah.
Wait, what does CDC stand for?
Center for Disease Control.
Jinx. This is my podcast now, bitches.
Are you 10?
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of your punches. Brody tapped me on the knee, so I made it look like I was going to hit him.
And I flinched.
Yeah.
Whatever. I work 12 hours. Fuck you. That just sounds like a nightmare.
Well, that was a nightmare. I've had dreams can be nightmares. You didn't.
Oh, what?
You didn't say that I couldn't say nightmares.
I don't know why I have to be the authority on this.
I don't know. I just show up. I say things. I make it my party. I'm not at the point where I'm going to take over the podcast yet. I've started. I've got all the groundwork.
Today's the day to do it. Look at us. We're half full-time lethargic people.
What about your dreams? I'm done talking about me for now.
God. I have a lot of, so you know how I have that weird obsession with like catastrophe porn? That's a weird way to put it.
Yeah, you gotta. I'm not really
like catastrophes. Like I really like catastrophes.
Like movies?
In general.
Oh, like plane crashes?
Well, yeah.
You're like every other human being who can't look away from when something bad happens?
I don't know. Well, I guess I'm more open about it then, because I will openly admit that I would love to see a plane crash.
That's kind of terrifying.
Yeah. I have a lot of dreams like that. What? Oh, I get it. Zack's not. Fuck.
Yeah, I am the winner.
Anyways,
you were playing the Jinx thing.
Yeah.
God,
God, stop acting like you're a 60-year-old.
I'm
butt plug.
You're not above us.
Okay, I just made my GTA character, like my GTA.
I don't care what you
did
to your GTA character.
And he's so old. He is just so old. I'm like, yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah. In high school, I called Jinx on a teacher of mine once, and he didn't really know what was going on, so I explained the game to him, and I was like, you kept talking after I jinxed you, so you owe me a soda now. The next day he brought me in a Stewart's cream soda.
Whoa.
Yeah. He got me a good premium one. Yeah, he got me like the good stuff.
Man, I should have been jinxing teachers way more.
Yeah, right? Anyways.
With your luck, you probably just would have been expelled for something.
Oh, yeah, totally. I would have jinxed them. I would have got
You would have jinxed the wrong teacher. Yeah, I have a lot of catastrophe dreams. But I did have a dream the other night. A majority of it doesn't matter. The most important part of it, and this was like a nightmare. Dakota, our friend Dakota,
who you miss every day,
who I miss every day, was being mean to me.
No,
which never happens because Dakota's like our nicest friend ever. What are you hearing?
Oh, just nothing.
Okay.
That is a nightmare.
It was like we were drinking beers, and there was this giant slug at the bottom of my beer. And I spit out my beer and dumped it out. And I was like, who put this slug in my beer? Because obviously somebody put it in there and it wasn't just in there. Mm-hmm. And everyone sort of just like looked down and snickering. And Dakota was doing it the worst. And he was being really rude about it. And I was so heartbroken.
It
was such a sad...
That dream just like...
It was such a sad
your
nightmare.
Biggest fear.
Yeah.
I don't think the world can handle Dakota being mean.
No. So... That's the worst dream I've ever had.
So what you're telling the world is that if someone were to put a slug in your beer,
I would get really upset.
When Dakota was there, that naturally your brain would blame him.
No, I didn't blame him.
Stop thinking of crimes you can
There was a lot of people there. He was just acting the most guilty about it. But yeah, Dakota was mean to me.
Zach, what are your dreams? What do you dream about?
I don't remember my dreams often. And when we decided last night that we would possibly talk about dreams today.
What do you mean? We plan these things years in advance.
Okay.
Continue.
The stars told us to talk about this.
I was just like, all right, you're going to go to bed and you're going to dream. And of course I didn't. But I did think of something I could talk about.
Your hopes and aspirations?
My hopes and aspirations. No, sleep paralysis.
No, everyone's talking about that. That's scary. No, please continue.
Who's talking about that? The only person I know that suffers from it is Zach.
It was a big topic like not long ago because there was that documentary by the same dude who did that.
I didn't see it, so it never happened.
Okay, Brody. Is it because Zach?
Is it because you're listening to our sleep? Because Reddit loves sleep paralysis.
No,
our no sleep.
I don't know. To me, it was our sleep because it was born.
Oh, no. I'm so glad you guys aren't talking about that anymore.
I'm not listening to it anymore. I'm listening to audiobooks. I'm now fully listening to. I'm reading. So I'm listening to House on Haunted Hill. Or no, sorry, The Haunting of Hill House.
Oh, there it
is. The Shirley Jackson.
Yeah.
And I realized how well The Haunting is cast. Just how badly it's done. Like all the characters are perfect and fit really. Like the actors fit really well for the characters.
In the audiobook?
In the radio for the book. The movie characters in The Haunting, which is based off Catherine Zeta-Jones, Liam Neeson, Owen Wilson. All these people are cast really well.
She slips beneath the lasers.
For the
Brody almost got smacked.
Blair, why don't you have any patience for me?
I don't know.
Today.
I don't know.
Today. I tried to say
cast.
tonight
no,
and today.
Blair's talking about something intelligent other than you and I rambling. Let us please let him just up the IQ of this a little bit. I was going to say
wanted
modicum because I wanted to sound smart, but I don't know if that was going to fit. And I know I'm not smart today. Please continue. I'm so sorry.
No, it's just, I pretty much have said it. The characters in The Haunting, the actors in The Haunting are very good casting for the characters in the book that are in the book, sort of. Yeah, and then but it's just not done very well. Like the movie's just not done very well. So
yeah,
that's just all I wanted to say.
I've never seen it. I don't think. Have I seen it? Blair, have I seen The Haunting?
Did you see Zootopia? Did I see?
Did I finally see it?
Oh, we're tired.
We're sitting.
It might be on Netflix.
Making callbacks. Well, that doesn't mean I'm gonna watch it.
Hey, you know what? He was watching Amazing Spider-Man 2
Yeah.
yesterday instead of anything.
Why?
So wait, have you not seen? Did you watch Day After Tomorrow yet?
No. I do. Wait.
When you said watch anything else, I straight up almost watched Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
I almost turned it
so
on.
got me. I was like, Day of Tomorrow is on Netflix.
It might be. I don't know.
Wait, is this like the other month when I succumbed when I sat there and watched Kick-Ass 2?
Pretty much.
Why would you do that?
But like,
no, you know what? I'm not one to talk because I sat there and I watched the second Saw movie, and then I went quickly through all the other Saw movies through Netflix and went, hey, there's actually a continuous story in this series. I've seen this series before when I was like 14. I had no idea the story is continuous. I didn't know there was a canon.
There's like an old man in a pig mask.
Well, and some the
cops.
girl from the first one ends up being his protege.
Yeah, well, that's
spoilers, man.
Yeah.
Okay, 15-year-old movie, 10-year-old. I'm 10 years old.
What's with this shirt you're wearing?
It's very soft.
It's kind of waffly. There's ribs up here.
Yeah,
it's a V-neck.
There's a lot going on. There's like the tag is also on the outside and the inside.
Oh my goodness! And it's like it's
like
weirdly
tight on the
shaped.
neck?
Yeah.
It's a cheap shirt is the answer.
Oh, sorry, Blair. This is a nightmare.
Oh.
Speaking of dreams.
Sorry, Zach. You were talking about more dreams.
Sleep paralysis.
Okay, so An Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
I just stopped watching it
Uh-huh.
because I'm going to refuse to go back to the actual topic at hand, which is dreams. Talk about Amazing Spider-Man 2.
So how do you stop watching a movie and like not finish it? Because like,
can do it.
I was too sad. Jimmy Foxx's character is making me too sad.
Oh. Because
So,
I had to
wait.
finish Kick-Ass 2, which was so unbearable, but I had to finish it.
No.
This is why you like all of the Resident Evil.
Before we get
No
on
candles.
before we get on there.
What I meant to say was, it doesn't even hold a candle to it, but it came out
No
as
candles. Oh man, we need to.
We can start that whole conversation in a second.
Don't even talk about the bad rock music.
Are you?
Guys, remember when I gave you astronaut ice cream? Let's go back to that.
No, but Zach actually said that Amazing Spider-Man 2 was written in a way where he could emphasize with Jamie Foxx's character of Electro. That's insane. It's like,
Can I explain myself?
No, he also said last night that it actually did some things well.
It did. I'll hold up to the first 5 minutes of it being a good Spider-Man film.
that's like me saying I understand all movies if they're played backwards. Like,
Have you seen Memento?
stop. No, I mean like literally backwards and like 4 keys too high. Like,
Ew.
No, there's a scene where
Half you're in with
There's
your
a
mouth
scene that just
more
really-
open.
touched my heart when he jumps down and like helps the kid that's getting bullied and then he walks him home. I was like, that's Spider-Man. That's what Spider-Man would do. That's
Okay.
a good Spider-Man.
okay, but that
That was a good Spider-Man moment.
no. Like
Yes, it was.
Okay, it's a good Spider-Man moment.
Yeah, gets that right.
But then, no, it's not even a good Spider-Man moment because there's no reason that you're already like, it doesn't give you a moment where you're like, that could potentially be a moment where you're like, oh, I can emphasize with Spider-Man. Oh, I respect Spider-Man. But literally there's the rest of the movie before it and the rest of the movie after it.
It's literally 3 minutes before it, and it's just a car chase, which is like, whatever, forgivable. Then he's like, oh, cute moment with the kid, and then Jamie Foxx gets bit by 1,000 electric eels.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's how he gets his powers, dude. He gets shocked, falls like 20 stories into a vat of electric eels, and then gets bit by all the electric eels. What's your eye doing? Please stop having an interest.
God, I need to take a photo of your hair right now. So
Yeah,
people know
Brody
that
looks like
you're
an actual
laughing.
madman right now. Not Don Draper madman, like a madman.
I could be one of those too.
Nope. But
Their hair gets
Jamie Foxx's
crazy.
character made me sad
I thought you were actually gonna
because
take a
it
picture
was
of
just
me.
such a pathetic, not realistic, just caricature of a thing
So it
that I
ma-
was just bummed out.
Oh, okay. I thought you actually like because the way you said it made me think that you're like, man.
Yeah, it
that's
sounded
really,
like you were
that's really
empathizing
tragic,
with them.
man.
No, he's literally singing happy birthday to himself quietly when he dies.
What is this movie?
Have you not seen it?
No,
Oh, it's so good. He speaks in dubstep.
Bertie, we've been through this.
I've heard that.
Pinocchio
That sounds
had,
awesome.
Pinocchio had Jiminy Cricket. He had dubstep. Pinocchio ended up being a real boy. Jamie Foxx ended up being a villain.
What?
I don't get that.
It's a conversation we had a long time ago.
Oh.
And it made sense.
So wait,
Then.
Okay.
is the new live action Beauty and the Beast going to play all the stuff from like is it going to be the music from the animated?
So, I don't
Who's
know.
Lumiere?
Because they were
know.
playing the themes over the
want
the
Adrian
teaser that
Brody.
came out. They were playing the themes, and if it's going to be
Wait, I don't remember. Did it? Was it a Plinky Key theme?
kind of
Yeah,
yes yes.
it was.
Plinky Keys.
So
Also, sorry, I just want to say, we just talked about Beauty and the Beast 2 weeks ago, after nobody had talked about it in like over a year.
And then the trailer released.
saying like, didn't we all agree that we thought it kind of got canned?
Yeah.
yeah,
And then they were
Literally
somebody
that
heard
day.
our podcast and they're like, oh no, we need to do
Cyborg Gil
something.
Mero.
so what we need to do is we need to do the opposite of that, so that we can cancel the remake of Big Trouble in Little China.
Did
you hear that they're
The Rock's-
what are they doing?
The Rock's
Full Metal
playing-
Alchemist? Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing a live action Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
The Rock? No, he's
The
not.
Rock's gonna play the lead.
Oh my god,
in the remake.
amazing. I'm so excited.
But we live in a world where all of that stuff will be so toned down that it'd be like we don't want to offend any Asian Americans.
He just
And
looks
so-
like his cat died.
I haven't had a cat in 20 years.
They also remake. Well, they kind of
It's dead
rebooted
now
it.
for sure,
Well,
then.
they prequeled the thing,
Midnight.
so they're just
Yeah, that's true.
But this
but
was
I
on the
also
news-
kind of just ignored that. Well, actually, no, I watched it. The creature design was okay.
This was also on the news of like on the wave of Carpenter's now producing a new Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
that.
Well, that's
the
pretty
other day.
tight.
Tight. That's how-
It's like
It
not
is.
quite tight.
That's not tight. That's tight.
We're having too many callbacks to previous
Yeah,
podcasts
seriously,
today.
we're,
I
we're
can't
doing
deal
a,
with
we're
it.
doing a weird
That
thing.
was a callback.
Yeah, when you said the perfect tight, and we spent about 5 minutes talking about the
Talking
word
about
tight.
you saying tight.
Look at us in our little community we're building among the
The
three of us
community
sitting
of
in
the
your
three of us.
basement.
Yay! Hi, Dylan.
Hi, Dylan.
So Bertie was doing audio for
Last
Zack's Inner
week's.
Demons.
Yeah, the latest one.
I honestly didn't
Before this
remember
one.
we took that podcast. I didn't remember we podcasted that.
Yeah,
it was a fever
it was
dream.
a fever dream.
Yeah.
But I caught something that Bertie didn't. It's just like you guys are yelling at each other, and very quietly you can hear me very closely to the mic go, "Hi, Dylan."
So, Dylan, if you're listening to this, go back if you didn't hear it. I don't remember when it is. It's probably
None of us are gonna
it's,
look.
It's somewhere
Listen.
between 0 minutes and like 23 minutes.
That's how long it is.
Was it
What?
trailers that was like an hour and a half?
An hour and 5 minutes.
Well,
I had to-
longest.
I had to
so
make
far.
sure our YouTube was like A-okay for it.
Was
too.
allowed to
Yeah.
take it and
We were fine.
and
Everything's cool.
put it to bed and say
Yeah.
you did a good job today,
At,
sweetheart.
at a boy podcast.
Are you okay?
I was holding in a burp.
Oh, thank you. It's Jesus.
I tried.
At least you didn't
Make
force
it
it
at
out
the-
like you usually do.
Take it at the end that isn't pointing at the microphone. Honestly,
Blair,
most-
do you honestly want me to fart as much as I do on a day-to-day basis during the podcast? Because it's a lot and it's smelly.
His mouth is kind of like a butt.
Just shit comes out.
Do you want to talk about sleep,
Sleep
paralysis?
paralysis.
Yeah, okay.
I
It's
feel like
you're.
sorry.
What were you? No.
I feel like this podcast has turned from dreams to us just like stroking our dicks,
What are you talking about?
being our. I don't know.
I'm stroking
I
my
don't
dick
know what
before I
I'm
got
talking
Oh
about.
God.
You want to talk about Resident Evil?
No, hey, sleep paralysis.
No candles.
Let's try and
No
stay-
candles.
But
Kick-ass,
Tale
no
as old as
candles.
time. What?
So, quick little rap for you guys that don't know about sleep
I'm
paralysis.
gonna point out that right before he said quick little rap, he turned his baseball cap sideways and lifted it off of his head. Like a real rap artist should be wearing his baseball cap. And his sleeves are rolled up. Damn. Take us home.
I'm not actually gonna rap. I wish I could. I wish I had the brain power to try right now to rap.
We should get Kayla in here. She's pretty good at rapping.
Kayla? No.
Not gonna happen.
So sleep paralysis is when your brain does this thing where it paralyzes your body when you're in REM sleep, so you don't act out the things that you're dreaming about. So I don't sprint in my bed and sleepwalk and other things. So that's how you get paralyzed. So your brain does this to you. Your brain poisons your body and no.
Sorry, I'm stuck on sprinting in bed, and it just made me think of Quap.
Yeah. So your brain paralyzing your body is trying to prevent that.
It's trying to prevent you from
quapping out.
quapping around the bed.
Yeah.
Just stock it out.
Just stock it up.
Just talk it up. Wait, now, is that like STALK?
Yeah, it's like following someone. It's from a Dr. Phil. Like,
Yeah.
I was telling. Yeah.
I can't believe somebody would walk around being like, just stalk it up.
No,
Especially
it's
since
not quite
stalk
like
it
that.
up
It's
sounds
not,
like something that
it's
is
not
an
quite
actual
like
Sounds
that.
like she's encouraging it.
No, it's not quite like that.
Why don't
She
you
says
go-
it. She says it in a manner, and that's like me and Eva just turning it into something bigger. But she's saying someone's stalking you in a way that like I'm like people don't say that. Like human.
Is she
beings
like
don't
trying to
inter-
spin it as a positive?
I don't know, but she kept talking about her bead like company on Dr. Phil. So I'm like,
Ugh.
oh, you're just here to sell stuff.
Oh, it's
But
a
also
bummer.
the photos of your children are being.
Maybe we should get on Dr. Phil.
Oh man, I would just like, I got this theory. I had this theory as I was watching it that we should literally give Dr. Phil the green, like the green light to start waterboarding his guests if he wants to, because it would be the most insane television. It would be like tantamount to the fake television shows in the original RoboCop movie. I'm like, I'd buy that for $1. Instead, we have Dr.
Or
Phil.
a nickel? $1?
I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah.
And then we'd have Dr. Phil waterboarding people who are like, no, I'm not telling you why I'm stealing photos of some other person's show. Well, we're going to have to waterboard you with his little piggly eyes like glaring at them. Like,
He does have piggly
there's
eyes.
so many moments that when he gets
Oprah to do
angry,
it, though.
you're like, holy crap. Dr. Phil wants to torture this person. Wants to like tie them to something and just put needles in them.
I love the 1,000-yard stare that he gets, where it's just he's not listening.
He's
He's daydreaming.
What did you say? He's
All
like
right, let's
counting
go.
change in his pocket.
Yeah, he's like counting change in his pocket.
I had a good segue.
Stop trying. Just stop trying.
So your body gets paralyzed.
You know, I think it kind of is like torture.
Yeah.
Just being on Dr. Phil.
Being Dr. Phil.
He's torturing himself.
But piggly eyes.
Also, this totally isn't my thought. It's like on
The internet?
the all-time #1 page of Reddit. It's waterboarding at Guantanamo Bay sounds really cool if you don't know what either of those things are. I wanted everyone else to hear that
Terrible. And then again, I was just suggesting that
it happened on national television.
that we give the green light to a man who's barely a doctor.
Yeah. He's probably an
to do it.
advocate for waterboarding at Guantanamo Bay.
I mean, though, there are some guests he has on where you're like, I don't know if I would like condone you torturing that person, but I don't know if I would turn off the show. Like, there are some pretty terrible people. Like, and I'm not talking like he never picks up his clothes. They're like people who I'm like, oh, you straight up deserve to be in jail.
He never picks up his clothes. Kayla used
That's
to
Kayla and
threaten.
Brody's podcast episode. of
She
Dr. Phil.
used to threaten to throw my clothes in the garbage if I left them
My
in
mom
the living
did
room.
too.
Did your mom actually do it?
Nah, my mom's soft.
Yeah, same with Kayla. Although I threatened her that if I ever found her bobby pins on the ground, I would throw them out. I did.
Yeah, I guarantee she did not care.
No, she didn't. She has a million.
Any girl I've ever met just leaves a trail of bobby pins.
Tale as old as time. Okay, I think
Okay.
we've all talked about dreams. So I think we should cut it here. All right, Zach, any last words?
Sleep paralysis.
So when you're paralyzed,